I am here to make a video to talk about kids who have mental disorders in the school system. I have a son who is ADHD, bipolar, and has conduct disorder. And I found that for the most part, the school systems are not prepared to deal with these kinds of kids with their specific needs and issues. Um, and this causes their behaviors to escalate, um, being that they're not getting the types of services that they need at school. And this causes the school to get really frustrated and aggravated with these kids, and they try to do everything possible to get these kids out of their schools and not have to deal with them, such as taking them to court, charging them with being ungovernable, things like that, which our family has personally been through. Our son was taken to court and he was actually put in placement. He was away from the family for a little over a year. And I can tell you that this placement did nothing to help him. His behaviors are pretty much the same as they were before, and he's also been placed on probation. And if he does anything that violates his probation, it can be revoked, and instead of going into non-secure placement, he could be put into a juvenile facility. There's a serious problem for these kids going from school to jail, mostly because the schools aren't equipped to deal with them, and they don't have to be, by law, equipped to deal with these kids. There are things called self-contained classrooms, but they are mostly for the severely mentally handicapped or physically handicapped, which doesn't suit kids with like the ADHD and the bipolar, who are generally at a higher academic learning level. And I have written numerous letters to state legislators, to the governor, and not really gotten too much of anywhere with it. The thing I hear the most is that there is a lack of funding, which really is not my problem as a parent. As a parent, my only concern is making sure that my child gets what he needs while he's at school and doesn't get taken to court because of his disabilities. So I'm making this video to post here on YouTube to help people become more aware of the problem, and in hopes that somebody somewhere might see it and be able to help me to get better legislation or better protections in place for children with these types of disabilities. So pass it along, and hopefully we'll get some help. Thanks.